Hey, what's up you guys? After Reaction, today I'm going to be reacting to some more Roswell, New Mexico. This is Season 1, Episode 8. Let's get into the episode.
Safety is so easy to take for granted. Especially when you grow up loved, cherished, protected. Safety is a feeling you only value once it's been stripped from you. When someone you trust spills your secrets. When someone invades your home. Or when you're a little girl staring at the stars in the desert one night and the devil tries to drag you into hell. Or worse, when the thing that makes you unsafe isn't an invader at all. What do you do when the evil you fear is inside your own mind? When there may be no way to kill it without killing yourself?
You look thin.
So do you.
Really? Thank you.
How are you and Dad doing?
Yeah, wonderful, of course. Joan from Bridge tells me you gave her son a speeding ticket.
Oh my
Why
god,
would you do that?
why are you doing an
Speeding.
American accent?
We know his
This is
family.
weird.
We know everybody's family.
It's Claudia Black, everyone! She looks weird without black hair. Change it back.
So, is your sister on her way, or?
So she's supposed to be Isabel? I think that's what was...
Talk about the cactus?
I
got this for you.
fangirling a little bit.
Sooner, but I've got an alien on an involuntary cycle.
I just need one day of not talking about or thinking about or drinking about aliens. Dr. Avila and I are going to present our findings to the board this afternoon, and I need to kill it.
Look, I support your alien claims, but Isabel has no symptoms, and the psych ward isn't a hotel for the Real Housewives of New Mexico. Max told me that she was having episodic blackouts.
Now and in 2008.
She killed Rosa?
Hey, there's a lot I need to tell you.
You should have told me sooner.
I know, but knowing has only made me feel worse. I didn't want to drag you further into all of this.
I'm in it, Liz. I've been in it.
Okay.
Rosa was my friend, too.
You're not gonna tell her?
What do we do now? We can't just do nothing.
I was working on this serum, a way to strip Isabel of her powers. I figured it might be a way to help people. It eliminates the electromagnetic charge around Max's squamous epithelial cells. For all intents and purposes, it could render the aliens powerless. Human. But, I mean, it could do a lot worse, too. I don't know how much of their function is connected to this charge, so I don't exactly have an alien mouse colony to test. I never planned on using the serum anyway. I was just writing an angry letter with no intention of sending it.
Alright, now that you've told him, he's probably gonna use it.
Hey, Sarge.
Alex, I don't know what you think you're doing here, but it is not a good idea. It is not safe for you. So for your own good, you need to leave and never come back to this place. You understand me?
Kind of hoping that we could go grab a beer. We could talk about the family legacy, Jim Valenti, and, oh, yeah, aliens.
I have a busy schedule. I don't have time to discuss science fiction with you.
All right, tried to be polite.
Oh my god.
I think that combining the pills with the wine caused a psychotic break.
Who knows?
Just Noah. Bridge Club is safe.
Yeah.
While I was at the hospital, they kept asking me about a family medical history. I didn't know what to say. It got me thinking about the past, though.
Well, I never needed to worry about that. You never got sick, ever.
When you brought Isabel and I home, I know we didn't speak any English or Spanish at the time. Do you remember anything else? Like, was there something we said or some way that we communicated?
You never spoke, ever. And I was worried, but I swore that you and Isabel knew what the other was thinking, always. At least I knew you weren't lonely. And then, all of a sudden, you both started to talk. And it was as if you'd been observing, waiting to learn the entire language before uttering a single word.
Does this mean anything to you? I'm trying to figure out if it's from some early memory or something I saw before you found us.
Why?
I don't know. It's been on my mind, I guess.
When we visited the foster home, you and Isabel were huddled in a corner crying. And the other boy in the home had taken a red marker and had drawn this all over the walls, obsessively. That poor boy, he needed special attention, a wealthy family that could give him everything he needed. And Lord, I hope he found it.
You killed Rosa Orteco.
Yes.
I knew it.
I can make you a new sign.
If I wanted a new sign, I'd say, Garen, I need a new sign. But instead, I said, Garen, fix the broken thing.
It's gonna cost you.
Pay your bar tab.
Sign repairs? Free 99 one day only.
Oh.
I'll call you when you can get it.
Just bring it by the bar. Not giving you my number.
I don't want your number.
Tell me you're not sleeping with Maria.
Never. What are you doing here?
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, it's your tattoo.
Wyatt Long was drawing it after Grant Green's murder. He claims he was just scribbling. Just gotta have some connection to me. Right? According to my mom, you were a little terror at the group home drawing it all over the walls after we were found, so it's gotta have some connection to us, right? Maybe it was something we saw somewhere.
It was him? Okay.
Before the crash.
Are you, Max Evans, acknowledging that we must have had lives before we hatched out of the pods? You never want to talk about home.
Hey, Roswell is home. Look, I'm sorry, man. You're right. You're right. I spend a lot of time not talking about where we come from or why we're here, Gabe. Thinking I can pretend the past away and just be normal. But if Isabel's blackouts were some alien thing, then I need to know more. Okay, and this symbol, that's all I have to go on. I mean, don't you think it's strange that we don't have any memories? We had no parents, no language. I mean, we weren't infants, man. We were 7.
I just figured our memory faded. Over 50 years in those pods. Maybe it was just time. Or maybe whoever put us in those pods doesn't want us to remember.
You feel that?
No.
It's like, cold. Something's wrong with Isabel, man. We gotta go.
Liz, I just did it. I shouldn't have. It goes completely against my code.
Yeah, Dr. Valenti. Terrible bedside manner.
She incepted you. She jumped into your brain and she convinced you that this is the right thing to do.
That's her power? Mind control?
It's not control so much as it is influence.
Oh.
I'm an influencer. Oh, God. Like Bad Gal Riri.
Kyle, just text me if she exhibits any reactions.
Alex? Morning. What are you doing?
Well, I'm just trying to spend a little quality time with my dad. Talk to me about Project Shepherd, Pops.
Doesn't exist.
You know I'm a code breaker. I've hacked into Russian and Chinese intelligence. This technology that you're running in here, it's outdated. Your encryption software? It's flimsy at best.
It's funny, he played a hacker in Paralyzed.
Just the database. Or we can talk. It's your choice. But either way, I'm gonna find out what you've been doing.
Congratulations, Liz. Found a way to punish her.
I'll meet you inside. Just saying.
Have a good day. Oh, nice work, Dr. Frankenstein. You stripped Isabel of her identity.
I never planned to use that serum. She injected herself. And you can't deny that her powers make her dangerous.
The history of your planet doesn't reflect kindly upon people who take it upon themselves to change people considered dangerous by society. This is like drowning witches or gay conversion therapy. What if someone used your lab to make a serum that made you less Mexican? Would you be cool with that, even if they didn't plan to use it?
I know you are not making this comparison to me right now. She murdered my sister.
You know, Max and Isabel have this crazy psychic connection. He could feel her. All the time. Like this warm presence. But the moment she injected herself, he went cold. If anything happens to Isabel, because your serum left her vulnerable, you're gonna be getting revenge on the wrong person. Because Max didn't take your sister from you. All he ever did was love you.
Isabel?
Baby, are you...
Uh-oh.
You paged?
A few hours ago, everything was fine with Isabel's blood sample, but suddenly something has changed. Her cells are degrading rapidly.
This serum is attacking her cytoplasm.
What is it?
At the current rate of degeneration, Isabel will be dead by the end of the day.
I need a doctor! You have to stop.
Let's try again.
It's not working, Max. I'm not injured. You can't heal me.
Very stupid decision.
Hurry, Noah is in the waiting room.
You gonna barf?
No.
What now?
I'd normally suggest making phone calls to loved ones.
There has to be something more we can do.
We should call Mom.
No. No.
Why now? Why today, of all days?
I've been looking for leverage my entire life. And then, what do you know? I find something that I can't quite explain. The Valenti cabin. I've actually learned a lot these last few weeks. I went into the dark web and Found a world of government conspiracies. And you know what? They all led back to you. So I followed you here a few times. I reconstructed one of those burner phones that you're always throwing away. And then finally, I called Mom. When you're trying to hack enemy intelligence, the key is to find the flaw in the system and exploit it. You're the flaw, Dad.
Liz, you created this stuff. You can create the antidote.
There's not enough time.
I've kept all this from you for your own good. Because of this project, our family, the Valentis, have suffered for decades. I'm trying to protect you, son.
So is Kyle Valenti in the know? Of course he is. He's a real man, right?
He's not my child, is he? I don't have the same obligation to keep him safe.
What are you talking about, Dad? When I was 17, I wanted to make music. You sent me to war. You are not trying to protect me. You think that I would compromise your mission because you think I'm weak, because I'm gay.
And what's your end game here?
I want to destroy the thing that you love, and I want to make you watch.
Like I said, I'm trying to protect you. The project recently confirmed Michael Guerin's involvement in terrorist activity.
Max thinks you're in your lair, mixing up a miracle cure for Isabel.
I am working on it, okay? But also I got all the creative juice in my family. The art and dance and poetry genes were used up by the time I came along. So when I need to get creative, I turn to wine and Jagged Little Pill. Channel my inner Rosa.
Did you come up with anything?
Yeah. You're a secret genius. I could never figure out why you didn't go to school. But then I realized, well, you want to learn? They don't teach at UNM. What do you know, Michael? What kind of alien science do you have up your sleeve?
Nothing I can trust you with.
I am trying to help you.
Oh, Max may not see you, but I do. How you manipulated him into being your lab rat, how you use him and Valenti. You don't want to save Isabel? Not after what she did. Hell, I'm not even sure I blame you, but I can't trust you. I'm gonna go back to the hospital, but I can't let Max watch her die alone.
I can't let him watch her die at all. Everything you know about where the three of you came from is in there?
You mean that hole doesn't look like the kind of place you'd hide the secrets of the universe?
No. And that's the point. Got it.
I think it used to be a fallout shelter.
Is that from the UFO?
Unverified, but yeah. No, don't touch that. What's under there won't save Isabel.
Where did you find all of this?
I dug some of it up, bought some of it on the dark web, stole anything legit from the UFO Emporium.
You're trying to rebuild your ship, aren't you?
Liz, there's something you should know. Before we do this,
Ay, yo, ahora que.
10 years ago, you didn't leave town of your own volition. After Rosa died, Max was a wreck. He couldn't watch you grieve. He was gonna break, and he was gonna tell you the truth, and we couldn't let him. So Isabel got inside your head. She convinced you to leave town. It's before graduation, before Rosa's funeral, without Max.
Max was gonna tell me the truth.
Yeah, he was real messed up.
Why are you telling me this?
Cause I'm tired of all the lies. And if I'm gonna let you mess with Isabel's chemistry, I want you to do it knowing all the facts.
Isabel didn't make me leave. I was always gonna go. I had a route mapped out since sophomore year.
You don't understand.
Isabel can't control people, right? Just influence them. What's that?
Max showed you our pods, right? I extracted this from them a few years back. It evaporates upon contact with Earth's atmosphere, which makes it pretty hard to break down the compound.
If this liquid kept you in stasis, not aging for 50 years, and that's exactly what we need. I have access to the equipment we need to figure out its regenerative properties. Okay, no, damn it, there's not enough time.
Yes, there is. You were right. The two of us working together, we can figure out a way. Come on.
Nobody's giving me an update. She coughed up so much blood. Is it her liver?
You should talk to Max. I can't disclose anything.
I'm her husband. Next of kin.
And let me treat her. Please.
7 years of bad luck.
These pods are our key to stopping time, to keeping Isabel alive in stasis while we work. We just have to figure out a way to get her in there.
What is that?
Straight nail polish remover. It won't solve any problems, but neither does morphine.
I don't understand why you're being so nice to me. You know what I did.
I did my medical internship in Idaho. I was a cocky bastard. Thought I'd sail it through and become Dr. McSexy in no time. But day one was a mass shooting at a school nearby. The hospital was chaos. I was a mess. You think you know trauma, and then... I'm trying to calm parents down in the waiting room, and I see on TV that the shooter was brought to my hospital. I get back to triage and ask my resident which one was the killer. You know what he said?
Doesn't matter.
He told me shut up and do my job. Because in a hospital, it doesn't matter what someone did before they came through the doors.
And I'm not a murderer. I'm just a dying girl.
No, in here you're not dying until you're dead.
How did you withdraw the substance?
It's trial and error. Silver Needle worked in the end.
You have to go get her. I will figure this out by the time you're back. Isabel doesn't have long.
Okay, so silver is the kryptonite, maybe?
Isabel, I am so mad at you for doing this to yourself in the first place. For leaving Michael and I alone on this stupid planet. You know, all day I've been thinking, I wish I loved you less. Because it's not something I survived. Okay, if you were trying to slip away without taking anyone else with you, you failed. You failed. Losing you is gonna kill me.
I got good news. Well, I got news it's not bad. We could save her. It's not ideal, and things could go wrong, but...
I want to live. I want a chance.
You're gonna request a transfer out of Roswell. And if you ever come back, I will alert the Pentagon that you have been running Project Shepherd for the last 8 years. That's right, Dad. I know the feds shut you down in 2010. They cut your funding, and you've been running this farce with family money, against protocol, against direct orders. If you decide to not do as I say, I'll expose you. You'll be dishonorably discharged. That will be your legacy. Not much of a mains man. Enjoy your freedom, Pops.
Why would you give him a weapon?
They're on their way now. She wanted to say goodbye to Noah. Tell him she's going to rehab, but we can't find him anywhere.
I think I did it. I combined synthetic exothermic enzymes and melted down my jewelry to create a solution that should manipulate the properties of the membrane.
Michael!
Max,
How long is she gonna be in there?
it could take months, years. We will not stop until we find a way to save her.
Last time we came out of those pods, we lost our memories of home. What if she comes out, she doesn't remember us?
We'll remind her.
Of everything. Promise?
Promise.
Are you ready?
Are you?
Don't ask me that.
Michael, why are you watching? This is creative. It just doesn't work.
I'm glad she made me leave town, Max. I saw two oceans that summer. Besides, you and I weren't meant to be together.
Nothing's come up.
Fine. I'm going out of town. There's a training program in Niger that requires my attention.
Fly safe.
I need you to be my eyes and ears while I'm gone. Should you see any signs of strange electrical phenomena or handprints where there should be no handprints, I will need to be notified immediately.
Right. Fractal patterns, freaky symbols, handprints. On it.
And additionally, you're going to provide me with some intel on my son. And don't forget, I can have your sister transferred back to maximum security with just one call.
Hey. I decided to cook you dinner because you do look thin. Max?
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty-o, well that was Roswell, New Mexico, Season 1, Episode 8. I wonder what this story is going to be for where Isabel is. Yeah, so she's like... I can't help but feel like it's similar to like the in the Vampire Diaries or the originals when they get put in the coffins for long periods of time. That's just what it reminds me of. But yeah, it was a decent episode. Another one that didn't end on like a holy shit cliffhanger, but they don't always need to, so that's fine. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next one.